Yes, it's your turn now.
Okay.
You're on.
Okay. Good morning. I am sure, can you all hear me? I think they can hear me.
You're not muted.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay, good.
Yes.
Well, okay, good. I am sure that you have all heard the dreadful news that happened last week here in Verde Valley. How a turtle fell down a small embankment and landed on its back. Now, this turtle thought, I will just go ahead and I will take a shortcut. I'm tired of taking the other way. But as he's going along, he dislodged a small rock and he fell down the embankment and he landed on his shell home. And this could mean death. I mean, any turtle knows this. This definitely could mean death. And his feet were in the air, something that should never happen. And he knew that he waved his feet frantically and screamed, help, help, please help me. And he did this for some time till he was exhausted and he recognized nothing. It's like he had fallen into another world. The blue canopy over him, the white clouds just floating around, they were really a curiosity to him. He had never seen anything quite like this. And then a very kind owl in a tree spoke with such joy. Welcome, turtle. Welcome to this new world. And the turtle questioned him about his joy. Turtle felt no joy. But soon our beloved turtle is experiencing life expansively, upside down, being vulnerable, and yet enjoying this wildly new perspective. You know, Turtle had always felt secure in his protected home that he slowly carried around with him wherever he went. And now here he was, hid in the grass with tall trees surrounding him. And the owl, his new wise mentor, explained to him that the trees had some tree wisdom that he really might enjoy to share. And the tree was an apple tree with apples with extraordinary red apples from every branch. And around the apple tree, there was some spruce and some pine, different kinds of evergreens. The owl brought to Turtle's attention all the birds, the ants, the bugs that had made their home in the tree. And Turtle noticed that birds and worms ate little morsels of the apple, and then it would come off the tree, it would land on the ground, and there would be other bugs and even possums and other squirrels that would eat some of it, but mostly they left most of it without being touched. He noticed dogs urinating on the tree, and yet tree stood straight and not insulted at the act done to it. And the tree began to converse with the owl and the turtle. The tree said, you know, if you had not fallen down that hill and landed on your back, we might never have met. And you'd never know the wisdom that I actually have to give you. Turtle said, oh, but you're so serene with all that light that is finding shade and home and food within you. You even have divine songs being sung to you. And it feels like they're singing the birds are singing melodies out to the world. The tree said, yes, there is over 284 species that are living in my tree, or as my tree. Later in the year, I won't have any leaves or apples hanging from my branches. I will look bare and cold, and there are times that the wind will even tear my branches off, but it would never enter my mind to think I'm wounded or abused, or think that the wind is wicked, or try to desperately hang on to the branches. You see, I never scream. I don't resent or preach to the wind or the birds that take a bite of my fruit and leave the rest. And there's a very good reason for that, because you see, I know my abundance, and it's all from within me, and it's inexhaustible, and it's always feeling extravagant because I do not have any concept of waste. And that is the key. When you no longer have a concept of waste, you begin to see that you're in an extravagant universe. Now, last week, a couple of kids, they carved their initials on my tree body. And then they cursed, they got into a fight. But I didn't feel wounded at the actions and words, because you see, I am never dishonored. That which created me is not dishonored, so I can live in infinite bliss. I have everything like you do, Turtle. Everything is within us to function. You see, I have sent messages out so that the force of all good will bring what is needed for you, Turtle. The tree went on to teach more about itself. You see, we clean the air. We take carbon dioxide and other toxins out of the air, and we give back oxygen. People our people friends, they have actually tried to figure us out for thousands of years. Recently, their biologists have figured us out to a small degree. They have learned that we can see, that we can hear, we can smell, and we can have a memory. And that we have a memory. We're very social beings. We count, we learn, we remember, we nurse our sick tree neighbors, and we warn each other of danger by sending electrical signals across a fungal network known as the Wood Wide Web. We keep stumps that have been cut down alive as companions for centuries by feeding them a sugar solution through our roots. I see sometimes people will, in the late fall, when I have lost all my leaves and buds and the fruit, like I'm dead, like I've lost my good. Everything is within me though, the sap, the life for next season of apples and blossoms to be brought forth. Yes, Turtle, there is always a great surplus of resources within us. It doesn't look like it sometimes, but there is always sustenance around me from everything. And when we can learn to see the sustenance around us, it will manifest into that which is very, very usable. And then the tree went on to say, even the stars give me sustenance. The birds that sing, is true nourishment. You know, if people friends would honor us and be teachable, they would never lack again. Because you see, we are teachers of supply. We are abundantly producing more than enough. We have an extravagant lifestyle with so many apples, so many blossoms are born in us. Because you see, we honor the Creator. And we know that there is no lack. There's no missing blossoms. We know our Creator to be lavish in abundance. Well, perhaps my greatest teaching to give you, Turtle, is when you honor yourself just the way you are, you will realize that there is no mistake. There's no accident that brought you here. There is never incompleteness. There is no underfulfillment, and there's no impoverished life. Everything is to bring us to a place where the Creator can show forth a beautiful, abundant life through us. When you are back on your feet, and you will have many turtles that are going to want to know your wisdom. And please teach the turtles to honor and respect themselves. You see, so many of our people friends who are around us, many times they come into this grove and they feel unworthy. They feel like they're not good enough. And they have this, it actually has a negative effect on all creation. That is why we groan. We wait for the sons of God to appear. The sons of God are our people friends that are of the light and of love. And when they appear to creation, we feel exalted with permission to grow into our own divine blueprint. The unworthy, unbelieving ones, they actually can cause trauma in nature. You see, the ones that are the sons of God, they have honor imprinted on their souls. They honor life, they honor themselves, and they take care of that which is around them. They are considerate of others. Their thoughts are harmonious to our life. You know, Turtle, there are people that come into this park and they walk amongst us and they say to each other, oh, I needed this. Oh, these trees are so peaceful. And they let me think, and then my heart can sing. You see, that is what we are able to contribute our lives to people. They are anxious, they're stressed, and they touch us or acknowledge us with love. And we give them a sustenance that they can't get anywhere else. Yes, we have a very important place in the world. We know ourselves to have a blessed mission to impart our worthiness, our sense of beingness, our honor, and our peace to our people friends, that they might exchange their feelings of anxiety and unworthiness for potential. You see, if they could know their potential of being a child of the Creator, they would know their own place in the universe. So they don't know their purpose, they don't know their potential, they don't know their passion. So they come into this grove of trees and they sit on the bench by the stream and they start to feel peace. And then they feel gratitude. And now the Creator can ignite the imprint of their purpose in their soul, and then they will experience their highest potential. That can all happen by their having communion with a tree. Sometimes when people think no one is looking, they will hug us, and we send a jolt of inspiration into their soul. People, friends who spend time with us find that they can concentrate more. They have more joy. Their fears are reduced. We are healers of all creation. But people, friends, can be healed being in our field. You know, when people can experience more emotional health being around us. People with views of trees from their windows when they are ill, whether in a hospital or a sick bed, it has been discovered that they get better faster and they have less complications. Meanwhile, Turtle felt inspired. Each word that the tree said seemed to install hope into the turtle's heart. Somehow, to another turtle, seeing him upside down, his feet where his shells should be, it would fill any turtle with terror, and they would see death looming. After all, any turtle knows you can't on your own get back on your feet, and one settles into dying a dreadful death. But the tree's confidence and words birthed in Turtle total knowing. He was just here in submission to the Creator to learn the wisdom that he and his turtle family and friends needed. Besides the sky, The gentle wind on his stomach and the sunshine felt rather lovely and life-giving. Turtles were never meant to live in dread of such an occurrence of flipping over. It was an opportunity to see the higher world, a world of sky, of moon, stars, and flowers, higher parts of the tree. Oh yeah, turtles are well aware of the stumps and the trunks of trees. But Turtle realized that he had lived oblivious to the beautiful world that life has to offer. He realized that his purpose was not just to get back on his feet, but to live even now in this condition with passion to understand the deep meanings of this challenging experience that he was having. The turtle felt calm. He somehow knew that something grand had orchestrated this and that all turtles could live a fuller life with potential that they would never have if he had not ended up on his back. So there was nothing to do but to listen to the tree wisdom. The tree enthusiastically told Turtle where his water comes from. He said, of course, when it rains, we receive sometimes torrents of water, but our water we consider to be a living source of oxygen and nutrients and moisture. We call this living water. We call this living water from our Creator. And it looks like I am 30 feet tall, but I'm actually 50 feet tall because I have roots that are 20 feet deep. My roots, even at this moment, are exchanging information to other trees.
I think you're still on.
Okay, Janet couldn't hear. The turtle felt that the tree had unsealed his eyes and purified his fearful heart to see with a hidden wholeness that he'd never known. Turtle told tree, you trees have a wordless gentleness that has flowed out to me.
I think it's okay.
And you have 100 different wonderful smells. Turtle rejoiced at the kinship he felt with the owl and the tree. And then Turtle said, I realize I'm not just myself. I'm all that I see is flowing to me. Even my breath is from all around me. And then the tree said, part of our joy is knowing that we have a place on earth that is all our own. And Turtle, at this moment, we have a place on earth right where you are at this time, that you might know the purpose you have to live with the knowledge that you are honored, that you are loved, and you have a creator that is bestowing wisdom and inspiration into your turtle soul. So we leave our turtle and our tree, we leave the turtle on his back, but we leave it with joy, knowing that Turtle knows that through the tree wood wide web, he was told help is on its way. So let's just close our eyes and let's have a meditation.
Let's ask if they can hear you. Just you don't have to hit anything. Just ask it.
Oh, can anybody hear me? You can unmute.
Yeah, we are unmuted.
Yes, Janet can.
Okay, good. Let's, if Janet can, then everyone can. So
Yeah,
let's just
I
close
can.
our eyes and let's just think about the circumstances that you're in and realize that in those very circumstances, that those are the circumstances that will awaken you. Those are the circumstances where God can be known. Just rest in that field that is around you, a presence of love and glory. It is all around you, giving to you, loving you, wanting you to wake up to the extravagant universe that is all around you. Think about your purpose. Think about your purpose that you might do, that you might experience for the rest of the day. Maybe tomorrow you'll have a new purpose, but there is a purpose that has you here. And let's meditate upon that. And let's trust with all of our heart that we are being given a sustenance from heaven that will give us the wisdom that we need in regards to our situation. Feel gratitude for this wisdom. Feel gratitude for this field around you that is giving you sustenance and nourishment and wisdom at this time. You might want to visit a tree today. Thank you.